guys, so I'm coming to you this evening feeling not so smug about the weather. Look at this. Just cycled home from work and about stacked it. Turns out the cruiser's tyres aren't made for the wet. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys this evening about integrity. As I said on I think like my first video, I have these moments where I'm just like, oh, I just want to talk about this, or I want to ramble. So integrity. So I feel like integrity as a word can be interpreted in so many different ways, whether it's about being honest and the way you conduct yourself, or you can go into the moral and principle side, but not only just having those morals and principles, but standing by them whenever you're challenged, or if ever you're challenged. And I put this post out there not just for competitors or gym goers, but for everyone, because I'm sure everybody sees it. And the reason behind this post and what provoked me to start rambling, I feel like in social media I'm seeing more and more posts that are making me feel like there is this influx of people who will go beyond all limits to gain followers or attention in the social media world. And an example being seeing girls sprawled out across a bed in their underwear saying progress pictures, or a picture saying look at my new sports bra, and it's just of their boobs, and usually it'll be lined with some kind of motivational quote. And why? Because it gains a lot of followers and it gains a lot of attention quickly without any real substance or effort behind the scenes. And yes, before anyone calls me a hypocrite, I know that I post progress pictures, I know I've posted my stage shots, and leading up to showtime there was a lot of pictures that I posted, but I use them as a genuine assessment of where I'm at, how far I've come, and to share my journey with you guys, because ultimately I want the social media profile, if you'd like to call it that I'm building. I want it to be honest, and I want it to be real, and I want it to show the journey that I've been on and how far I've come, and that it is doable. And you know what, more than anything, I have a 12-year-old cousin who I want to be a role model for. I want her to look up to me, and I want her to respect me. Chloe, I love you and miss you. And she showed me, she knows more about social media than I do. She showed me the YouTube world, and she's all over Instagram as well. And I hate to think that she would be seeing those kind of images and seeing that as something that you have to do these days to fit in, and no. So when you see these athletes posting these pictures or giving you fitness or health advice, don't be afraid to question it and ask why. And a lot of the time the answer will be just because, with no real justification. And I've seen firsthand that the fitness industry is saturated with experts, and yes, you should always listen to advice that people give you, but a lot of the time when you receive this unjustified advice, it leaves you in a real dangerous place between unhelpful and a waste of time. And I encourage you to ask why and find out that justification behind the advice, even from me. And that's why on all of these videos I'll say, give me an email if you have any questions, anything you want to discuss. If I'm not clear on anything, please do, because it sharpens my thinking as well as yours. Everyone has advice to give. As I say, everyone wants to claim to be an expert, but ultimately you have to adapt all of these different influences to your likes, your dislikes and your abilities, and over time you'll get to know your body better than anyone else, and what some may try and sell to you as a law to achieving results should really only be ideas or options to consider. And it's for this reason that the girls that I help out with training, I won't provide them with a concrete 8-week training plan of sets, reps and exercises and rest periods and intensity percentages and all that rubbish, because I want to try and educate people on how to structure and plan a session on your own. I don't want these girls to be relying on me every day for the rest of their lives. I want them to grow as an individual and grow within their own training. I want to educate other girls so that they're not lost without me, and so that they can go away and they can smash their goals and they can aim high, and then they can achieve everything that they set out to. That's what I'm aiming for. And I'm not trying to be a hater or give any kind of bad vibes. I'm really not. This is just my opinion on the situation, and I'm interested to see if anybody else is feeling the same. And that's the beauty of YouTube. I'm loving putting out these ramblings to anyone who may want to listen. And as always, if you do want to talk about it further, I would love to hear your opinions. Please feel free to comment or send me an email or a message. I say all that to say this. I remember reading an article a while back discussing how popularity is often mistaken for legitimacy, and it really stayed with me. And I've come to you today to just say, because somebody has 1 million followers, don't take their word as sacred. Do your own research, find out what works for you, and don't be afraid to ask why.